Working in teams does not involve a particular component of ATLAS.ti, but there are aspects to team working that require attention. As you read in Chapter 5, there is a human aspect of working in teams to ensure that your workflow procedures keep you out of difficulties and lead to the outcome you expect. This is because ATLAS.ti is a single-user program that facilitates working with other researchers on the same project by periodically merging together each person's ATLAS.ti project files. Here I won't focus on the human aspects discussed in Chapter 5, which include what I call the foolproof method, described on page 99, that imposes some restrictions on how you work together as a team, but ensures that no time is wasted resolving the inevitable unexpected situations when there's more of a free-for-all. Here I'll focus on the technical aspects, meaning the merge procedures. Chapter 5 describes the choices available when you merge ATLAS.ti projects, which are to add, unify, or ignore each component, and these are defined on page 98. These choices were required when merging project files in version 7. They are included in Chapter 5 because at the time of writing the book, the final design of the version 8 merging procedures were not yet known. Now we know that ATLAS.ti no longer allows any choices, and there's only a single way to merge. And fortunately, this is consistent with my recommendations in the book for the foolproof method, which are to unify all components. So I recommend sticking to the foolproof workflow methods, just leaving out the last step of choosing to unify all components, because that's all that ATLAS.ti does now. In this video, all we need to know is how to conduct the merge. In conjunction with the recommendations in the book, all should go well. To demonstrate merging, I'll make 2 copies of this ATLAS.ti project, one for each of 2 imaginary team members, say David and Linda. I will go to File, and if this was Word, we would go to Save As and save the project with a different name. Here ATLAS.ti calls it Snapshot, so I'll make a snapshot or a copy of the project with a different name. I'll call this Team Project David, and this will be David's copy. And then I'll make a second copy and call it Team Project Linda. So now I have 2 identical copies of the project, which I will send to each of those team members. I'll imagine I am Linda now. I will open Linda's copy of the project. I'll look at all the projects in the library. I will type in team to go straight there, and there it is. I'll open Linda's copy, and I will start work. Maybe I'm going to open the first document, and perhaps I'm going to read this. It just made sense to me, and I'm going to now code that. I'll right-click and say Open Coding, and I will say Makes Sense. And now I've created that. And perhaps I'll write a quotation comment. This made sense because blah, 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 whatever it was about. And maybe I finished my work for the day. So I will close this and save it. Then I will go to David's project. Imagine I'm David right now. And I will open the same document. And I've got a different idea. I'm not going to include the interview question, but I'm going to include down to there because I think this means something slightly different. And this is to do with difficulties they were encountering. So I will code this to difficulties encountered. Now it's time to merge. Perhaps Linda is the person who is going to be merging. So Linda opens her own project and she decides to merge David's ATLAS.ti project into hers. Her project shows this one quotation here, and that's the only change she's made. So now to merge, we go to File, Merge, and what we have to do is find David's project. So we will again go to, there it is. I'll select it, and then it says Merge. It gives you a little pre-merge summary to make sure there are no problems it's encountered. Then you say Merge, and it goes ahead and does it. And now what we find is David's quotation has been added in. There's David's and there's Linda's original one, so they've been, as it were, layered together or added into a joint ATLAS.ti project. And this will function in just the same way for all the components, not just the quotations that I've demonstrated. And now you can make a copy of the newly merged ATLAS.ti project for each team member with their name in each project file and distribute that to each person, and they can each continue work on their own copy of the new merged ATLAS.ti project. So this brief demonstration has oriented you to the principles of how merging works. In practice, you'll likely have more team members and more different situations. If you need more detailed guidance, you may want to go to YouTube and watch the ATLAS.ti video on team project workflow, and this will have the latest information based on the most current version of the software.